Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. I'm sorry, I'm trying so hard to pull it together, but I was doing my singing bowl and I was smelling the I don't know, what do you call this? The dings, it's a ding ding. This is like my 3-pronged diggy diggy. It's a ding ding. It dings the singing bowl. I guess it's like a handle. I don't know what it is. But it smells like the incense from the shop. And I could see myself and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a mustache. So it's being silly. Sorry. Do you want to see me with a mustache again? So anyways, Libra. I don't know, maybe you guys are feeling really playful because it just came into this energy all the time. Okay, let's get serious. I know, anyone new to the channel, what is wrong with her? Okay, so Libra, here's the deal. We're going to find out what your want is and we're going to find out what the need is. So this basically, it seems to be you're communicating to the universe. This is what I want. This is what I want. The universe is communicating to you. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Okay, which will bring you success. And I'm giving a shout out because I am inspired by Jess Puckett, the Chaos Witch. Check out her channel. She's so awesome. She's intelligent. Oh my goodness. I girl crush on her all the time. I'm like, wow. She is so amazing. She really is amazing. And she inspired me to do this week's topic, the want and the need. And because she's the Chaos Witch, at the end of the reading, you're going to get an incantation from my Witch's Oracle to empower you. To empower you. And as, just like last week, there is going to be an extended at the end to the blind spot in the want and the need and give you further advice. But let's get right started. Let's get right started. Oh my gosh. I've been having naps after I do these because I do like 6 videos in a row now. Let's get right on started there. Okay. The want for Libra. I should do like tarot comedy. I should do like a tarot comedy reading. The 6 of Swords. You know, I'm not allowed to talk during dinner because my son says I'm like, and I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be funny. He says, you're going to make me choke. The 3 of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Wow, you guys are all like cups. The Hierophant is at the bottom. I like this Hierophant. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. 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 Sorry. Your underline is a whole story. I love it when that happens. You know, because I love the underline. The underline is the reason for the reading. Okay, I'm going to show you one at a time. So you have the Hierophant is the main underline, okay? And I do love this Hierophant. He reminds me of my grandfather, back when my grandfather used to have like that kind of a beard. Kind of looks like Santa Claus too. And I love that he's sitting in the chair. He has all these books. He has all this knowledge. He has so much wisdom to share. And you know what's great? Is that these kids are sitting and they're listening to it. Guys, there's so much we can learn from elderly people in our lives and around, not even in our lives. Other people's elderly people. I love them all. They're great. And this Hierophant is a really grounded, wise energy. It's an energy I feel that you are looking for. A very grounded, a very wise. He seems very nurturing. He's, you know, it's funny, he's the Hierophant, but he has sort of that King of Pentacles feeling, like it's a very nurturing, or even Queen of Pentacles energy about him. It's a very, very nurturing energy. Very wise. Because King of Pentacles also has all the answers, I like to say. Been through a lot, experienced a lot, because he's got all the books here too. This is a deeper connection for sure. Understanding deeper connections as well. Then you get the 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting the message that you got it figured out. You got it figured out. And okay, we'll get into the want in a minute. You've got it figured out because this is genius. Having these 2 nines on either side of the 2 of Cups, this is perfect. The 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups on either side of the 2 of Cups. Because the 9 of Pentacles is being about, you know, you're independent. You are your, I don't want to say like you're your own island, because I don't believe in that, at least in the sense that I think we need community and we need to work with our communities. We need to give, take, it's important. But in terms of, for your own self-reliance, very sufficient, you have really the things that you need in your life in a monetary sense, in a physical sense, having that. If you're not there, you understand it now. And you know, when I say you understand it, you're prepared to start living it or start directing your life to live it. Kind of like, okay, so here's what I'm getting with it. I was wondering how he was going to come in here. Because what I was about to say is, you know, you can get a reading, you can get advice, you can get guidance, you get all sorts of stuff. And you can hear it, but it just never, the piece of the puzzle just, it's almost like you keep trying to put it into your puzzle piece, but it's upside down. It's like you have the knowledge, but you're just not sure how to apply it. How do I make it work? I'm getting here like, you know, like you've been given the knowledge. You've been given the knowledge. And now I feel like you're understanding how to make it work and how to apply it. Because the 9 of Cups is, I'm the only person responsible for my happiness. I like to look at both of these 9s as independent. And they're a very important independence. Because this is, nobody owns my sovereignty except me, right? So you're good with that. And nobody owns my happiness except me. So when you have the 2 of Cups sitting between that, if you find someone else who's like that, it's perfect. Because the only thing that really exists between 2 people in both those energies, connecting with, who understand it, who have taken the principle of it and now they apply it. They can apply it to their life. They don't just have the information and they don't know what to do with it. Starting to live it, starting to go down that path. Because, so what I wanted to say, the only thing that exists really is love, experiences, connection. Like neither one of you feel responsible for the other person's well-being. And not to say that, well, no, because you're still going to be supportive and nurturing. That's important. But if one of you doesn't want to do something and the other one's like, well, I want to do it. Well, that's fine. You can go do it. Okay, I'm going to go do it. Right? Like, because that's healthy. As opposed to, well, why would you do that without me? You know, then you start getting into mind games and stuff. But that's the 9 of Cups. I'm good. And you're good. It's good. Right? That's great. So the only thing that really needs to grow is putting 2 energies together in a cup and creating something new. Because that's real, that's genuine. It's also about overcoming the obstacles and the challenges that exist in this 3-dimensional experience so that you can move towards and achieve the true experience that is meant for the soul. The true experience that is meant for the soul. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, see, this is where I'm feeling like you got it. You're applying it. It's not just been told to you. Yes, it's been told to you. You've heard it many times. But now it's like, oh, I just got to turn the puzzle piece this way and stick it in. Right? The Wheel of Fortune. You're changing this. Oh, it's such an interesting underline. So, the want. Oh, I just realized I should have gone to the bathroom before I started this reading. It's the worst. Okay, the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Sorry, so much reflection on these cards. What you want here is you want to go into this energy. You want to start directing yourself down into this energy. I should have drank all that water. You want to start directing yourself into that energy, into living that. I'm really, this 3 of Cups and this Knight of Cups, they're just not talking to me. It's so odd. I mean, the Three of Cups is going out with people that you really enjoy being with. They enjoy being with you. Celebrating, having fun. Celebrating and having fun together. Kind of a birds of a feather. This card, this Three of Cups, has been coming up a lot this week as kind of a reconciliation card, but it's not coming in really heavy right now. So I'm saying, like, it's not really talking to me. What I'm getting here with the Knight of Cups, okay, now I see. It kind of is a reconciliation, but it's not among these people. It's among this person, whether that's you or someone else trying to come into this group. That's what that is. I'm trying to figure out how your underline is attached to this, because this feels different. This group doesn't feel like something that's over here in your underline. You're definitely trying to get, somebody's trying to, whether you're in this group or you're the person trying to get back into that group. Or not sure if you can, you know, because it looks like the body language of this group looks like they're all good, right? Like looking at that group, it's like, they kind of look like they're all good. Maybe I'll keep going. The want here is to try, is to know. That's what it is. The want is you want to know if you can get back in with this group. Whatever that group is, I'm going to clarify stuff, so we'll see. Whatever that group is. You know, too, maybe because you're kind of in, this is really great energy. You're also standing off and watching and looking because you're assessing. You know, Two of Cups could be romantic, but it can also be friendship connections. It can, like, you want to enter new friendships either that, you know, require you having to do a lot of the work and the other person is just feeding off of you. You want it to be mutual. You want to connect with people that are on the same vibrational level as you. So it's also kind of looking at this group and saying, oh, is it still appropriate for me? Yeah, kind of, right? Yeah. Like looking at that group and saying, is that still appropriate for me? It kind of feels like, I'm saying that, it feels like you know these people in the group from the past or whatever that is. So what is the need? I can't stop now. These cards wouldn't talk to me, now they won't stop talking to me. So I'm also getting, it does feel like a group that you know or knew or coming back into. Because there's hesitation. Because you kind of feel like, well, once I get in there, it's pretty hard to get out of there. It's pretty hard to get out of that. But if the energy doesn't feel right, I don't want to be submersed in it again. Because you're this Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. You don't want to take your vibration down. So the need. What is the need here? What is the need? What does the universe communicate the need to Libra? The need. The Death card. The Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, and a Justice. There you are. The Lovers is at the bottom. Choices, choices, choices. Gemini energy. The Death card. Here, I'll show you all three together. And then I need a moment. I need these cards to talk to me. Your cards are being not quiet, but almost as if the messages are very specific. I can't see my, yeah. The need. The need is for an ending. Something to have ended and to be rebirthed. You have the key. There is a gate. You're walking through a new cycle. You're walking into a new cycle here. This is an abundant cycle, I'm feeling. You're walking into a new abundant cycle. And look at, there's your card. Like it brings you right into you're really coming into your energy. If you do not feel like you're the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups yet, you're really like you're taking the steps heading there. But there's definitely, this is almost as if looking at the past or groups from the past, friendships from the past, colleagues from the past, whatever that is, and sort of standing off to the side and assessing, is this where I still belong? Or is this where I would still click? Is this vibrational energy matching where I've taken myself now? Because regardless, you can't, I'm really getting the message, you can't stop. Regardless, there's an ending to be a rebirth. And this rebirth is a very strong rebirth. It's very grounded. It's very, you nurture yourself and become your energy. You balance your karmic cycles here. Because the Wheel of Fortune is what's showing up at the end. And when I say the end of the underline, because everything was reversed after that, those were all upright. So that's how I like to look at those underlines. So you're really coming into a very abundant, very opportunistic energy, because you have a key with a gate that's wide open. The universe is calling you to walk through the gate. There's a need here to walk through something. To know. There's something here to know about, right? Yeah, there's just something about this Knight of Cups, the way she's looking at this Three of Cups. She's not even dressed the same. Like, I feel like she kind of feels like I don't know that I fit in there anymore. It's a little bit like the energy of, you know, if you've had some sort of a life-changing experience too. Say you've had like a near-death experience, or you spent like 2 years traveling around the world backpacking. You've just, like, something has happened and you've been enlightened and you've seen things, you've seen life in such different ways. You know, this is not just about being told about the depth and the importance of who you are and what you do in this lifetime. It's about understanding it on a very deep level. And then you come back home and you're invited to, the neighbors are having a barbecue. And you're listening to these conversations where these people are talking about, you know, I don't know if we should send little Tommy to karate camp, or if we, yeah, it's just like all of a sudden thinking, my God, this is so mundane. It's just, you know, and it's not that those conversations aren't important, but they're at least not the conversations that you want to have right now. It's not where you are. That's not your energy. Your energy is, I was hit by a bus 3 months ago and somehow I survived and here I am, and isn't the sky and the clouds beautiful? Like, it's just, but yet looking at these groups going, I don't know. Really, I don't know. And you know what's really interesting about this is, because, I mean, so many people have been in isolation. A lot of people have had a lot of time to reflect about things, and some people are getting anxious about it. Some people say, it's a bit. For those that have come through this and they've really taken the time to look within, they're coming out very different. Coming out very differently. And it kind of feels like that. Something has shifted here for you. A big realization. And you're looking at connections from the past thinking, I don't know. Because you're being asked to walk through a gate. Walking through the gate. There's a need to walk through a gate. There's an ending here, and you need a rebirth. The rebirth is pretty grand. I get, when she's looking at me here, I really feel like she's almost saying with her facial expression, with her eyes, you asked me for this, and here it is. Why are you hesitating? It's like, whoa. I don't have any siblings, but if I did and I had an older sister, it just feels like, you know, if you had an older sister, or if you're a guy and you had an older brother and they had an outfit that you just pined over, oh, give anything to wear, or a pair of shoes or whatever it is, they always, there was no way they would lend anything to you. And then, yeah, maybe like something changed in you, or there's some sort of circumstance like, wow, they're really grateful to have you in your life, in their life still. Because you pushed through something that, you know, many people maybe thought you wouldn't push through, or they wouldn't get you back. And they're just looking at you like, don't tell anyone. You can use them. But then you hesitate and you don't want to use the shoes or wear them, and this sibling is thinking, you know what? Don't. You asked me for this. This is the opportunity. Why are you hesitating? It's just like, it feels like that. So the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to go there first since the Death card is staring me down. Which is so interesting because Scorpio is the next one, but I'm doing them tomorrow. So. You push through the scorpionic energy to go through a gate to really become you. To follow your destiny, really. The Queen of Pentacles walking through a gate. You have a key to... Wow. Yeah, you better go. It's the Empress. Is the Empress. You can't not walk through whatever this gate is. I'm going to try to find that out for you, what this gate is. It's being offered to you by the universe. It's a rebirth in something that was over, or something ended and now there's a rebirth. The Empress is the embodiment of all the queens. But you can't get much higher vibrational energy than the Empress, like as a court card in the tarot. Manifestation, right? Like you're about to walk through a gate of incredible manifestation ability. Grounded, nurturing, loving. Really having the universe in your palm. And that's what you have with this older sibling. They're in your palm right now. Don't hesitate, because you know the sibling. You're going to hesitate? I really like that you're back, but just don't hesitate. The Justice card. Wow, the Chariot. Movement. Choices and decisions in where you want to move, what you want to do, where you want to go. That's quite an interesting need. There's only one card that's not a major arcana that's come out so far. So it's quite significant. Like, I can see why you're kind of hesitating, thinking, do I still fit in with these groups? I know, she wants to talk to me. Okay, Death card, speak to me. Speak to me, Death card. She wants to bring an end to this. Your bigger sister, she wants to bring an end to the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So this is an end of things that have been, because we already know what the rebirth is here. So the only thing that she can tell us is any secret or what an ending was. So the ending is being consumed by negative thoughts, or consumed by overthinking, and also by things that haven't worked out in the past, things that have been disappointing. Because this is very good energy going forward after the Death card. So what you want... It's almost like what you want is you want to get back into these groups, but then there's another part of you that says, where I've taken my energy now is very important. You know, what is that saying? Who you spend, I don't know if this is a percentage or just like who you spend the majority of your time with is who you end up becoming. Because you submerge your energy in that. So it's sort of like being aware of that and thinking, well, you know, if I go into that and that energy, that group is not at the vibration that I'm at, and I can decide that I'm almost going backwards in my development here. The Six of Swords. Ooh, the Page of Cups. See? You're kind of like innocently wanting to approach something. You want to offer a cup. Do you go in too? Because now we have a page over here and a knight over here. Do you go in and kind of just dip your toe in this group? Do you just dip your toe in? Or do you like really go in? If you just dip your toe in, are you really going to know if it's still for you? But if you really go in, does it make it harder to come out if it's not? So interesting. The Three of Cups. What is this group to you? What is this group? Oh, wow. You're afraid that there might be like some karmic energy in there, that you might feel trapped in the group. Tell us, but then there's, wow, you're really feeling like this could go either way. It could either be the devil or the emperor. And the emperor, it's interesting because the empress is here. You've become the empress, so you're going through a gate to become the empress. Is there deception or is there some sort of real truth in the group? Because it's important to you that you find high vibration. The devil is not high vibration. But the emperor, like a proper, healthy, fair emperor is high vibration. It's the embodiment of all the kings. And the empress is the embodiment of all the queens. Okay, the Knight of Cups. This is kind of going in a little bit, yeah, but it's still... Gosh, it feels so much like looking on the inside from the outside. The Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. There's so much page energy here. It's like just trying so hard to watch, to understand, to just ever so slightly interact, to see if there is devil energy or emperor energy in this group. Because this is what you want. This is who you are and what you want. You're not going to go for anything else that isn't that. No way, no how, right? Because too, the devil, there's a lot of codependency in there. There's a lot of entrapment in that. But with the Nine of Pentacles, no, you're not going to do that. How do you recognize your Two of Cups? You know, I'm going to get a completely different deck. This is like, I haven't done this for anyone yet. And I really have to pee, so being patient here. How do you recognize your Two of Cups? Because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that is the same high vibrational energy as you. Something that is not codependent on other things for its success and fulfillment. How do you, Libra, recognize the Two of Cups? The Eight of Wands. Okay, this is something that's going to move. You don't need to walk right in yet. I'm just feeling like you don't need to go. It just feels like you're thinking you need to go. It's going to come to you. It's going to come to you. Anything else to tell Libra about this Two of Cups? Anything else to tell Libra about this Two of Cups? You've been manifesting it and it's coming towards you. There, isn't that good? It's like, I just know I'm part of the readings this week, but I cannot leave you hanging like that. It's like, what do you do? What do you do with this group? Look at the King of Pentacles is at the bottom of this deck. That's gonna use, but That's okay. So you've been manifesting this. It is coming towards you. So if you feel, so you know what? That makes so much sense. So if you've raised your vibrational energy to a certain level, you are now communicating with the universe. Magician, you're communicating to the universe and the universe is hearing you. So what is meant for you will come towards you. If certain things are not meant for you anymore, they will fall away. They will fall away. So don't get into your head too much about that. Oh. Now I'm going to do your incantation here to really empower you. To really empower you, Libra. Wow, that was some reading. Like you really put some work in there. An incantation for Libra. An incantation to empower Libra. An incantation to empower Libra. Oh, you got Merlin. Oh, you got two. Oh, you sneaky buggers. You know I have to pee. Okay, sorry. You got Merlin and the Witch. I'm only going to read the incantation once. Okay, but I have to read you once. Okay. Merlin. The legendary Merlin the Wizard, the Sorcerer, and the Magician is one of the most fascinating figures in Welsh literature and Arthurian legend. Merlin was a man of mystery and magic. Contradiction and oh my God. Sorry. I just had to say. You have a wizard and a witch. Wow. Like you have two counterparts coming out of the witch's oracle. Oh, that's so cool. Whatever you've done for yourself. I'm sorry, I cut us off right there. But that was just crazy. So whatever you've done for yourself, whatever work you've done, there is a counterpart out there. There's some sort of counterpart energy that's done the same thing. And like I said, your energies will bring each other together. Merlin was a man of mystery and magic. Contradiction and controversy surrounded his life. He appeared as an old wise man giving his wisdom to 4 successive British kings. And this is what made me look, because 4 successive British kings. 4 kings is the embodiment of the emperor in the tarot. He was known as the wild man of the woods, during which time he learned to talk to the animals. Merlin was reputed to be a mystical druid, a Celtic priest, a man who possessed the knowledge and secrets of the ancients, and he was especially revered as a great prophet, but he also possessed human qualities that led to his eventual downfall. The meaning of this card. The fact that we are, after all, only human is the message that can be derived from Merlin. Being the best we can be, following our hearts, and forgiving our stumbles along the way is the key to peace of mind and tranquility. I find this really interesting. I'm going to give you the incantation. It is to empower you. I also feel like you're going to have to see how this plays out for you. If you see yourself as a Merlin or a witch, feminine or masculine, yin or yang energy, because that's what you're combining here. You're combining a yin and a yang to create yin-yang. So this Merlin energy, whoever, if that's you or someone else, they have made life mistakes. We all really have. I think this person may have been hard on themselves with some of the mistakes that they've made. But I think they've pushed through that. I call on Merlin's wisdom now. Being kind to myself I must allow. I'm not perfect and will never be, but I accept the missteps, and that is the key. See, yeah, okay, let's go into the witch. Circle witches, bottle witch. The witch. There was a time long ago when witches were honored and revered. They respected and worshipped the cycles of life in the earth, including the phases of the moon, the changing seasons, birth, and death. They learned to make use of the earth's gifts and natural cycles, and thus were viewed as healers and wise women. They were the ones that people went to for guidance and in times of sickness and need. Old writings show that if a witch came to visit, the lord and lady of the house would give up the high seat to her, a very powerful way of indicating that the witch had higher authority. Now, isn't that interesting? Who would think about this? So what do an emperor and an empress command? They command more than just one kingdom. They command like entire. So if an emperor and empress walked into a castle, the king and the queen would, it is like an emperor and empress energy. Really, isn't it? So the meaning. In life, the witch herself is a magical tool in her own right. In a reading, the witch is the most powerful card of all. It represents you and is a reminder that it is your intentions and energies that determine the results of any magical or mundane work that you do. The focus, concentration, and desires are within you and are always at your disposal to make your deepest, darkest, or lightest desires come to fruition. Never doubt or overlook the power within. It is a gift you will carry forever. Use it wisely. That is really interesting. Are you ready for the incantation? I do believe in the power in me and use this gift wisely to set myself free. I have the ability to do what I must, and this ability I implicitly trust. I do believe in the power in me and use this gift wisely to set myself free. I have the ability to do what I must, and this ability I implicitly trust. There you go, Libra. That was interesting. That was really interesting. I can actually hardly wait to do the extended. I'm going to go pee first, though. Go to the bathroom. So, thank you, Libra. Like I said, there is at the top of the description, there's a link to the extended if you were so interested. And I'm going to go into the blind spot of the want and the need and give you further advice in that. If I see you there, great. If I don't, I do look forward to seeing you here next week. And until next time, I'm trying not to rush. Do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.